Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back today talking about the controversy within women's volleyball in America because the situation just continues to go on. And I tell you now, this story, is absolutely insane. We have recently seen Southern Utah, Boise State, Wyoming, and Utah all refuse to compete against San Jose State because they have Blaire Fleming, a male identifying as a woman on the team. Yes, I know, how stunning, how brave. Well done to these women, by the way, for standing up and saying, look, enough is enough. They're sending a message to the people in the higher up positions and they're telling them, we're not going to do this anymore. We refuse to compete against a player who shouldn't even be competing against women in the very first place. How controversial to say. I know, the truth, a very offensive thing. And we now have news that another team, this time it's the University of Nevada, who has voted and decided to pull out of a match against San Jose State. However, instead of the university itself as an establishment standing by the women, it has turned on the volleyball team and said their views do not represent the university and they still intend to play the game. What an absolute disgrace. Like the building works you can hear going on right now. I do apologize about that one, but before we get into this news story, ladies and gentlemen, if you could, as always, make sure to leave a like rating as it really helps out the video. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into it. Left is right, up is down, common sense, you know how it goes by now. It's hard to find. So as you can all see here, the Daily Mail have reported college makes shock move after women's volleyball team refused to play against rival with transgender star. Yes, what a stunning and brave star they certainly have. The University of Nevada women's volleyball team is at odds with their own school after voting to forfeit a game against a rival with a transgender player. The college volleyball season has been plunged into a debate over trans athletes in recent weeks because of San Jose State University's Blaire Fleming. Shouldn't be a debate because it shouldn't be happening in the very first place. We all know this. Fleming, a redshirt senior, has been cited as the reason 4 schools have forfeited matches against San Jose State so far this season because of safety concerns. Those concerns were raised again last week when Fleming sent a ferocious spike off a female opponent's face during their game against the San Diego State Aztecs. On Monday, players on Nevada's women's volleyball team announced they had voted to forfeit their game against San Jose State on October 26th. I mean, as they should. They shouldn't be competing against this male. Every team should forfeit that has any common sense anyway. In a statement to Outkick, they said, "We, the University of Nevada Reno women's volleyball team, forfeit against San Jose State University. We demand that our right to safety and fair competition on the court be upheld. We refuse to participate in any match that advances injustice against female athletes." And remember, the leftist liberals, they stand there and they scream for women's rights, yet they're all okay with men competing against women. They added they stand united in solidarity with the other teams to have refused to play against San Jose State, Southern Utah University, Boise State University, the University of Wyoming, and the Utah State University, all the teams I mentioned at the beginning of this video. However, the University of Nevada later refused to acknowledge their decision and hit back in a statement of their own. The school said the volleyball team's decision does not represent the views of the school and that it still intends to play the game. Yes, we have now learned that your views are very different from the volleyball team's. Yours are on the side of allowing men to compete against women. You don't care about the safety of the women, the people who attend your own university. That's what you're saying here. For what? These woke agendas. Their reply read, "The players' decision and statement were made independently and without consultation with the university or the athletic department. The players' decision also does not represent the position of the university. The university and its athletic programs are governed by the Nevada Constitution and Nevada law, which strictly protects equality of rights under the law, and that equality of rights should not be denied or abridged by the state or any of its subdivisions on account of race, color, creed, sex, sexual orientation, gender identity or expression, age, disability, ancestry, or national origin. The university is also governed by federal law as well as the rules and regulations of the NCAA and the Mountain West Conference, which include providing competition in an exclusive and supportive environment." Classic buzzword there, inclusive. You can't have in 2024 this buzzword inclusion and fairness within women's sports, because today's version of inclusion means allowing these men who think they're women to go ahead and compete against women in their own sports. doesn't make sense. The university intends to move forward with the match as scheduled, and the players may choose not to participate in the match on the day of the contest. No players, however, will be subject to any team disciplinary action for their decision to not participate in the match. Fleming's brutal spike last week took place on the sjsu campus, with the San Diego State Aztecs leading the Spartans 22-12 in the second set. It was then that Fleming was set up by the teammate Brooke Slusser before rocketing a spike off the face of San Diego State's Kira Herron. Kira Herron has some pink in her hair, and her face is starting to look like she's matching that, as obviously she took the contact, one announcer said in the video, which has since gone viral.
They'll have to continue to look forward as they trail by 10 points here. Fleming! Fleming with a massive blow from the back row, and a good job getting it back up by Herron. Slusser sets left. And it's Brooke Bryant able to get the point. Kira Herron has some pink in her hair, and her face is starting to look like she's matching that, as obviously took the contact, but also got to feel a little embarrassed as she's trying to laugh off that last ball.
The incident sparked more social media backlash against Fleming. SJSU's male player Blaire Fleming blasts another strike to the face of a female opponent in tonight's matchup with San Diego State, read a post from the Independent Council on Women's Sports. Come on NCAA, ban the man from women's volleyball, read one comment, of which there were hundreds. Yeah, it's undeniable at this point, the more these sort of situations go on, the more and more people will speak out against it, because people are starting to realize, finally, that it is completely wrong. Taking the spots and scholarships of women isn't kind, and if they win, it is quite meaningless because of the advantages another commenter wrote. Don't confuse kindness and fairness. Yeah, but it seems like regardless, the University of Nevada has made its stance very clear, whereas the volleyball team doesn't want to compete, and they might still not compete because they don't have to. The university disagrees with them and wants them to play the game. It's actually stupid when you sit here and think about it, isn't it? You have your own team saying, no, we don't want to compete because of many, many reasons, yet the university goes, actually, you know what? Your views don't represent us, and we would actually like you to play the game, even though your safety may be a concern. We'd like you to play it because you have to be stunning, brave, inclusive, progressive. Riley Gaines, as you would expect, has also spoken about this situation. She goes on to say, insane response from the University of Nevada after the women's volleyball team decided to forfeit their match against SJSU. This is the intimidation and emotional blackmail that girls face when they stand up for themselves. Hold the line, Nevada women's volleyball team. We're all behind you. Boycott. And there is a statement that the University of Nevada put out. Lovely, stunning, brave, all the words you've heard me say throughout this whole video. We also have a post here by XXXY Athletics. Whenever you take a courageous stand, you discover many will not come along. But keep going, ladies. Girls everywhere are watching you, and we and countless millions of others have your back. Absolutely. I think everybody watching right now stands by the women, the girls who are refusing to compete. They need to send a message to these people. And I think the message, as we go further, with more and more teams wanting to not play against this team, is becoming very loud and clear. Whether they make changes to the policy, and I guess that's down to the NCAA, remains to be seen. Leave your thoughts down below on this one, ladies and gentlemen. What are your thoughts on the university not standing by their own team? What are your thoughts on another team refusing to compete? I'd like to know. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. Comment on this video, share this video, follow my socials down below in the description. But until next time, it has been your host JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.